Coming up on Mountain News this morning, we take a moment to remember one Eastern Kentucky's iconic radio legends. And one team made its first appearance in the state basketball championship this weekend.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. We are coming up on 5 a.m. on Monday, March 25th. Now let's send it over to meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning.
Good morning, Olivia. Good morning, everyone. Hope you had a great weekend. Yesterday was tremendous for Palm Sunday. And let's see how we end up playing things out for your Monday. You can see even in the night vision mode, some cloud cover issues outside our studios here at WYMT and 43 in the headlines today, showing that, yes, a nice day, but the breeze is an issue and an elevated fire risk across eastern and southern Kentucky. We will end up getting some wet weather to push through the region tonight, and during the course of tomorrow, we'll time that out with the future view in a few moments, but it's a nice end of the week, but cool as we head through Thursday and Friday. Temperature-wise, not cool this morning, 40s, and yes, close to 50 degrees all of eastern Kentucky. And the satellite radar composite does show some radar returns as you cross the state line into Tennessee, back out towards 65 points west in western Kentucky. But the air is so dry here at the ground that anything falls will evaporate. So we've just got a cloud cover issue to deal with as we head through your Monday. We'll call it partly sunny and a forecast high late this afternoon, getting close to 73. More about your first alert 7-day forecasts coming up in just a few moments. Olivia?
All right, Tim, thank you. Sunday, friends and family gathered in Harlan to celebrate the life of radio icon James Little Jim Morgan. Throughout his life, friends say Little Jim Morgan was able to touch several people's lives, and that Morgan was always there for people, whether it be through the 1977 floods, which him and his father won a Peabody Broadcasting Award, or through church and his love for cars. Morgan is survived by his wife, 3 kids, and 5 grandchildren. He was 74 years old. People in the Jellicoe community were treated to free medical assistance courtesy of the remote area medical clinic. Earlier this month, the Jellicoe community saw their hospital and emergency room close, which limited their accessibility to medical assistance. Remote Area Medical hosted their annual clinic at Jellicoe High School to offer free dental, vision, and medical services. Brad Hutchins says these clinics serve as a way to fill the gaps and help community members in need.
This occurs at a time, when it just creates additional need. So we're just happy that we're able to be here, to be able to fill those gaps within the communal health care that specifically this community and neighboring communities are facing.
Hutchins says being the resource that is available to the community is the most important things as they strive to make health care more accessible. Eastern Kentuckians band together Saturday as one of our own mountain teams took on the state basketball championship. WYMT's Jack Demler has more on the Harlan County Black Bears' historic night at Rupp Arena.
From their first appearance playing on this floor in the state championship to a matchup between the Kentucky commit in Travis Perry and the South Carolina commit in Trent Noah, the KHSAA Boys State Championship gave a little bit of everything to the fans.
It's surreal getting to see all my friends participate in such a big stage, and I know they've all worked so hard for it, so it's a good feeling to watch them do so good.
A 3-day, 16-team tournament saw 2 of the top teams battle it out on the biggest stage in high school sports, with a matchup between 2 of the best to ever play Kentucky high school basketball.
Especially on a court like this, on a stage like this. I mean, Rupp Arena, it's a pretty big stage, so it'll definitely be a special matchup tonight.
An atmosphere that brought fans from east to west to Rupp Arena.
You know, the support's just been amazing, but I thought, for the tournament, I felt like that it was a pretty awesome atmosphere.
And for the Black Bear faithful, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
I feel like it's brought our community together a lot. I mean, you see how many people we bring for a student section. In Kentucky in general, basketball means a lot, but it definitely does in Harlan too. So this is definitely a big for our community.
The first time at the state championship, a moment big for a community and bigger for Eastern Kentucky.
Just means a lot. You know, these guys, I'm sorry guys, but you know, where we're from, it's don't happen often. So I'm just super happy for these kids, what they've accomplished. And, you know, they're legends forever.
In Lexington, Jack Demler, WYMT Mountain News.
The annual Derby Museum Hat Show took place Sunday at the Kentucky Derby Museum. The event featured 5 local milliners who got to walk the runway in some of their favorite hats. After the show, attendees got to meet the milliners, check out their designs, and start planning out their Derby outfits. Every year, the Hat Show gives a preview of new trends that are expected to be popular at the Derby. And with this year being the 150th, the possibilities are endless. Over the weekend, guests were able to pick out their own containers and choose from an array of various succulents and cacti in this one-of-a-kind event from a Western Kentucky University alumni. Jill Thornhill took the pandemic as a time to start a new business venture, and she is now the owner of Classy Cactus. The home base for her business is in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, but she has expanded the pop-up shops.
But this year, I had the opportunity. I have some friends here in Bowling Green and just got to talking, and they're like, you should come and set up here in Bowling Green, and it's only an hour and a half. So that's really what started the journey of doing these pop-ups. From Bowling Green, because we were here last month and it was so successful. This one is so successful. We're traveling to Chattanooga, Tennessee, Evansville, Indiana.
Thornhill says cacti and succulents thrive on conflict and encourages anyone that wants to come get their hands dirty.